This week in Cocoa Trek Land, I go into the backcountry of Moab, Utah, and do the absolutely incredible White Rim Trail, where the views just seem to go on into infinity. Now the question is, how will the Raptor do on it, and will I be able to finish it in a day? Let's find out. Welcome to my little corner of the internet. Thank you so much for joining, and if you're enjoying this, please like and subscribe. All right, so I stopped by the National Park Service office. I thought there was like a check-in procedure or whatever, but she just made sure that I had my permit. I asked for a little map just as a backup in case. But yeah, so we are headed out through Moab to White Rim Trail, gonna take the Mineral Bottom Road out to it. And we are going straight to the campsite today to get set up, and then tomorrow is going to be the long day to do as much as we can on White Rim Road. So here we go. I always like this dinosaur center.
In about 12 miles, turn right onto Mineral Canyon Road.
All right, at Mineral Bottom Road, we are going to air down. So in the Gen 3, I keep these JT Brooks automatic tire deflators, not sponsored, but you can set the PSI that you want them to go down to, and then just put them on the valve stem and pop it out, and it will deflate down to the PSI that you set it at. So. Made a quick stop at this viewpoint. So cool. Oh, it never gets old. So on these narrow roads that kind of go down the cliffside, you always want to be looking ahead to see if you see oncoming traffic, because the rules of off-roading is that uphill has right of way. Now, of course, there's exceptions to that, of where someone going uphill has a pullout that they can pull out in, but that is the trail etiquette, is that uphill has right of way. And I'm constantly looking forward to see if I see somebody coming up and I see a pullout, I can pull out and make way for the person coming up. All right, we've made it to the start. Well, I'm kind of doing it backwards, of White Rim Trail. Here we go. So this part of the road follows Green River up quite a bit, it looks like, at the bottom of the valley. Pretty cool. And I think since we've got time, we're gonna find a place to stop and get some snacks on the river. I don't like mud anymore. I'm gonna try to avoid it. Ugh. Oh gosh. Good thing I've got mud train tires on. Okay, that wasn't that bad, but God, I still hate mud. More water crossings, but there's a little bypass here that, yes, I'm gonna take. If I knew what was underneath it, I might go through it, but I don't. So I'm not. Oh my gosh, the view out there is so awesome. Would you look at that? Incredible! Well, we've reached the boundary of Canyonlands National Park. Only a couple miles in, but already been so incredible. This mud though, yikes. Ugh, this mud. That's not too bad. Eee. All right, so there's a water mud crossing up here. I went and checked it out. It's not too deep, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, but we just got started. I'm in 4 high, and I'm just gonna gun it, see what happens. Oh, easy day. All right, well, that was not too bad. I'm always just so cautious when I'm out by myself. I know that there's opinions of not going off-roading by yourself, but I feel like I'm prepared. I know my capabilities. I scope things out just like I did. I went and checked the depth of the water. It was only like 2 to 3 inches deep. It's just that soil is really soft. So I didn't know if I was gonna like sink in. I saw some motorbike tracks out of it, but of course that guy could push it through if need be, but went for it. But if anything happened, I guess, you know, connect the Starlink and call someone. I've got all the recovery gear. I probably should have a winch, but they're just so expensive. So I drive within my capability, drive within my means of what I'm comfortable with, and go from there. Oh my God. What the? Oh, this is so awesome! Right, we stopped at a little pull-out area right by the river. I'm gonna get some snacks. The spot to where we need to go for, it's like a different trail to get to my camping spot that I reserved. It's just over there, but just going to enjoy the views here on this gorgeous day. I love it. Let's get going to camp. Gotta find it, set up, get ready for a board of directors meeting for Raptors and Rifles. So let's get going. Here's the split of the trail. To the right is White Rim, to the left is Taylor Canyon, and Taylor is the campsite that I have reserved for this evening. So it's about 6 miles up. Ooh, it's a little soft. we made it to our campsite. It's not marked, but there's definitely like signs of camping here. So let's check it out. Pretty dang good view. They even have a toilet out here. Yay! Hope it's not gonna be too windy tonight. But this is absolutely spectacular. Well, it's a little windy. I got the tent set up. Had a little couple issues. Oh yeah. Yeah. Squished my finger on a rock. I'm such a klutz sometimes. But we got it set up. We're here. Might get some rain. Looks like it might be rainy up there. We'll see. Well, we are definitely getting some rain. That valley in there is getting some already. Wind's picking up a little bit. Hopefully this passes through, but for now, camping out in the truck, eating my dinner. A ramen. Well, I had dinner and I'm sitting in the truck, hopefully waiting out the storm. It's raining outside, as you can see. The tent's not having a very good day, but I'm hoping this passes through. If not, we'll just make the best of it as much as possible. Like I said, I might drive the truck up there and use it as a wind block. Well, it's still raining outside, but I've moved inside the tent. I put the string lights up for some ambiance, but I think I'm just gonna read, go to bed. I've already washed my face and brushed my teeth, so I'm ready for bed. Big day tomorrow, so we'll see you in the morning. Good morning. The rain finally stopped, probably around midnight. So nice, fresh, feels clean this morning. I'm definitely a sucker for a good sunset, but there is something about sunrises and just watching the world come alive. It's pretty fabulous. All right, guys, we are packed up, ready to head out on the trail today, doing almost the entire White Rim Trail. So we've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's go. Looks almost fake. It's so beautiful. It's just after 7:30 when we're getting started today. And when I checked in yesterday, the girl at the National Park Service permit office was like, oh, you know, it's a full day trip, takes like 12 hours to complete the whole thing. I think it's a little over 100 miles. I just checked Trails Off Road and it said it was like 78. Regardless, gonna be a long day with the rain last night. Not exactly sure how everything's gonna be, if it's gonna be soggy, messy, moist, soft, all of that. So we have a lot in store today and hopefully it doesn't take 12 hours, but we will just have to find out. All right, we have made it back down to where the trail splits. That was the Taylor Canyon Road that we just came from. So on to the actual White Rim Trail now, which we will be finishing on famous Schaefer Road. So that is exciting. So we are now headed up the hill on the side of the cliff here, or on the side of the mountain, whatever you want to call it, whatever this is. All right, so we just came up that little trail right there, up here. I think we still have some ways to go. I think this follows the corner around. Yeah, so the ground is, and the soil is pretty soft. And on some of these little corners, I'm being pretty careful where I put the wheels and all that. Because the last thing I want is for me to hit a little soft spot and go tumbling down the side. That would not be good. So, taking it slow and easy. Definitely not making it a race today to see how fast I can get through this. Definitely want to take in the sights too. So. I'm glad I'm getting an early start to this, because some of these spots are pretty narrow. I think I just skirted the fender flare a little bit on the side of the hill here, but luckily haven't had any oncoming vehicles yet. I just went through that little tight section, little wobbly, but we got through it. All right, we are back at the bottom along the Green River again. So some flat sections in here, I think. And some campgrounds or some camping spots. These are cool around the river. There's just absolutely endless views here. Look at this drop off. The rock face. The trail is living up to its name, White Rim. So you can see the probably limestone or calcium deposits on the rim. pedaling so hard. I started, but because of my track record of falling on the steep stuff, I was not. We're gonna be going down there. There's a truck coming up, so we're just waiting for the truck to come up. Deep spot after the truck came up. It's only about 16-degree downhill. This looks like the steepest little part here. It's sunny, but there's rain sprinkling down now, sprinkling a little bit earlier too, but not too shabby. I love those like rock formations way out there. See the layers. Alright, so it's about 11:30. So we've been going for about 4 hours now. We're about halfway through the mileage for today, or at least to where White Rim Trail actually starts. There's still either Schaefer Trail or another exit that I have to take to get back to Moab. But about halfway done, so you know, making decent time. Definitely gonna get back to Moab by dark, which is nice. So no night feeling out here, but we are going to, maybe in the next 30 minutes to an hour, find a lunch spot, have some food, refuel, relax for a bit. I've been playing Frogger a little bit with some bicyclists when I was going down that really steep portion, but I think they're a little bit of a ways behind me, but when we stop for lunch they might catch up. But such an amazing trail, amazing day. We're gonna leave it here for now. Tune in next week for part 2, where we finish up White Rim Trail, do a little side quest, and exit out the famous Schaefer Road. Until then, get outside and off-road.